Well, black Americans are always speaking about reparations that America owes black people for slavery and all the free labor, that our ancestors went through. They didn't get paid a dime. But when it comes to other groups, it's no issue. The Biden administration plans to pay some diplomats and intelligence officers roughly $100,000 to $200,000 each to compensate for a mysterious health problems known as Havana syndrome, according to congressional aides and a former official familiar with the matter. Now, the payment plan, they say, is the culmination of a multi-year push by Congress, which passed a law last fall to compensate current and former officials suffering from what the government calls anomalous health incidents, or AHIs. They say despite 6 years of investigations, the United States still lacks certainty about what is causing the symptoms, which include headaches, vision problems, dizziness, and brain fog. They say among other ailments, they say the health problems, they say, were first reported among U.S. diplomats and intelligence officers serving in Cuba's capital, but have since been reported on every continent except Antarctica. They said now the six-figure payments will go to those determined to have suffered the most significant setbacks, such as job loss or career derailment, said people briefed on the plan, who, like others, those who want to remain anonymous because the plan has not been approved for release. They said U.S. officials caution that the range of compensation is not yet final and could change as the State Department's regulation goes through the final stages of a review process, which is coordinated by the Office of Management and Budget. The CIA determined this winter that a foreign country is probably not behind a worldwide campaign of harming U.S. personnel with a weapon or mechanism. It's an assessment that raised doubts about years of speculation that the health issues were the result of a mysterious directed energy weapon wielded by Russian or Chinese agents. It's that government investigators have reviewed more than 1,000 cases, with the majority being attributed to pre-existing medical conditions or environmental or other factors. It said dozens of other reported cases remain unexplained. It says as word the compensation packages has trickled out of the federal workforce, some officials have remarked that the packages were generous, while others have said the compensation range seems insufficient. It said given the loss, they say, of future and past income for those who suffered neurological damage and can no longer work. So the Biden administration has not yet released the criteria of how it will determine eligibility for compensation, but it was expected to make it public shortly. It said current and former officials, as well as their family members, will be eligible to make claims, said those briefed on the plan. Say under the Havana Act, Congress gave the Secretary of State and the CIA director the authority to determine eligibility, which has already caused concerns about diplomats and intelligence officers, how they would be treated the same. Now, notice none of that said a study. None of that said let's get Democrats in office to get this done because we need 60 senators. Notice none of that. They just immediately say, oh, yep, they need money, $100,000 to $200,000. And let's call it what it is. Most of the U.S. diplomats they're talking about are all white. We know this. They do not even in the continent of Africa have representatives for the country that are black. I remember when I was doing some research one day to see who was the ambassador for the U.S. in Kenya, a white man, a whole white man. They don't send black Americans to be ambassadors in Africa or the Caribbean or anything. They make sure everybody's white because that's who they want to represent America, white folks. But anyway, see, when they tell you that it has to be a study for you, that's running the game on you. And I'm glad that black American people are finally waking up to that. Biden could just want to pass out between $100,000 and $200,000 with no study, no nothing. See how quick in Congress they can pass something like that to give out money. But to you, they go, oh, no, we can't do that. HR 40, we got to study it. And then they playing games with even that, right? This is why black folks say, no, I'm not voting for these Democrats. Biden can have no problem giving out money to the Ukrainians in the billions of dollars. He has no problem doing it. But when it comes to black people, their most faithful constituent that they owe, they can't give nothing to. So this is how I feel about it. The Democrats have said to black America, F y'all, I'm not giving you nothing. And now at that point, it's on black America how you handle that. If you run your behind out there in November in large numbers voting for those people, then you get what you deserve. What I mean by that, you don't deserve no reparations. You don't deserve fair treatment. You deserve to be treated just like you being treated right now. You deserve to be in a permanent underclass status. You deserve it. Because if you let somebody treat you like that and you still run your behind out there and vote for them, then hell, what could I say at that point? Nothing. You like it. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of you black folks out there, you used to that kind of treatment. You expect to be treated bad. You expect to be discriminated against. You think that's your lot in life. Your mindset is, well, that's just the way it is. And you so crazy, and yeah, you are crazy, that you will get mad at other black folk when they have found another way to live, or they see is other places they could possibly go to get away from that crazy mindset that a lot of you have. And I say a lot of you because it's 2/3 of you that think like that. It's only 1/3 of black America that got some sense. 1/3. I wish it was 2/3 of black America that had some sense, but it's not. This administration has been hella anti-black. And you sit up here and you'll let them play this game with you like they're trying to play. Oh, you see Republicans? What they doing? Oh, look, Roe versus Wade. They're going to come after your rights next. Really? We've been having stuff taken away from us. What else is new? That's the story of black folks in America. That's a new thing now. Roe versus Wade. Ooh, the Republicans going to get y'all. Hey, the Republicans is not the one that's spearheading all this stuff, cutting checks to everybody. It's the Democrats doing it. No study, no nothing. That's been the mantra of the Biden administration. Give everybody else reparations, everybody else protection, everybody else set aside, not even citizens like Ukrainians, Afghanistan people, not even citizens. They get broke off. But black American, F y'all. And I'm going to keep saying that. Of course, I'm not going to say the whole word, but that's the way the Democrat Party feel about black people. F y'all suffering, F y'all all the way around. Y'all be lucky. Look, I gave you Juneteenth. You ain't proud of that? You should be happy I gave you Juneteenth. That white folks gentrifying now. They gentrifying Juneteenth. No different like Cinco de Mayo or anything else. All the white folks running around here, ooh, Juneteenth. Celebration. You didn't even know what Juneteenth was. We've been celebrating Juneteenth forever in Texas. That's where it got started at, is in Texas. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Biden here. He ready to cut some checks, 6-figure checks. Have you noticed every time Biden wants to do something for other groups, they always say it's never enough? It's never enough. You cut checks to black Americans, say $200,000. That'll be fine. I think that'll be fair. It would be. Of course, you have some black folks say it's never enough. I get that too. But most black folks, man, I'm good. Shoot, you get $200,000, I am good. I'm cool with that. But no study, no meeting, no debate, no anything. Just let's start cutting some checks. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this craziness with Biden.